Hey guys, what is going on? Today I wanted to create this video to share with you news in the economy as well as the stock market. I also want to talk about Lucid, ticker LCID, what's driving the share price to go down today, and whether there's a good buying opportunity with Lucid Group. Now, if you're new to this channel, I'd really appreciate you providing some love, hitting the like, subscribing for more related content. And anytime when you do make an investment, please make sure to take my information as guidance and always do your research. Let's get started, guys. Now, overall, today the markets did quite well. The S&P went close to about 0.8% gains, which is good. And what drove the overall economy up today? Well, there's news from the Federal Reserve indicating that now current inflation rate is at 3%. This is huge news because last year, 2022, inflation had gone up to about 9% in gains. That's really like the return on average if you were to invest in retirement funds, such as index funds. But now inflation has gone down by 6% when you compare 2022 to 2023. So it's at an all-time low since 2 years ago. 3% is fairly stable. We're seeing a reduction in costs for restaurants, in used cars. So this is looking very positive because when inflation is very high, then that means the Federal Reserve will start manipulating the market. So it's fairly stabilized, but that's not to say that the Federal Reserve will not increase interest rates given where we currently are, and it may be coming in the coming weeks. Now, let's begin. I wanted to talk about Lucid here. As you can see, Lucid's price is at $7.16. Surprisingly, today, the share price dropped close to about 12%. What's really driving this stock to be oversold as of today, where there was news that was released today indicating just Q2 results with the delivery, right? So there's a low demand, increase in supply, and I'll talk more about that in detail. But just wanted to share with you in terms of the volume here. We see the average volume 37 million shares traded on average. Today, volume picked up to about 120 million shares being traded. I do foresee Lucid's price to continue to go up over the course of a month. We've seen June timeframe. This is hovering at $5, and it just ran up to about $8, and then we see this sudden downward trajectory here. But that's not to say that Lucid will not do well in the future. Yes, we do recognize that this $16 billion market cap electric vehicle company has a low demand in its vehicles that's being produced. But just to keep in mind, there's only a handful of models available, right? In fact, the company had about 2,000 vehicles produced in Q2 and was able to deliver not all of that, right? The demand hasn't been to the point where 100% of the cars are sold. But just looking at the financials here, I wanted to share with you Lucid's income statement. So just some key line items here in terms of gross profit, right? When we look at 2019 up through 2022, we see gross profit being in the negative here, and it continues to go into negative. What does that mean? We see gradual increase in operating expense. That's quite normal, especially given that Lucid is sort of a startup company. It's focused on expanding its strategy, and it will be up until the company starts racking in more sales and revenue, and that's when we'll start seeing this number be stabilized to gross profit, as you can see here. Wanted to also point out the total expenses. This is the key item here. Total expenses continues to go up from 2019 to 2022. This is the driving factor here that's really causing the gross profit to be in the negative. So what can combat this, right? What can make this net positive? It would be the total revenue that will come in the future, and whether that would be, selling the vehicles to Saudi Arabia, which is going to be the future plan. That would be one way. As we focus more on what drove the company's share price down today, Lucid stock dropped because it under delivered in terms of Q2 deliveries. As you can see here, for the quarter, Lucid said it delivered 1,404 vehicles, and they missed their estimate of 1873 and produced 2,173 vehicles in the quarter. Lucid, in fact, delivered 1,406 cars and produced 2,314, meaning that the company didn't match its prior period's output. This is a concern. Yes, we do recognize that. What needs to be done differently? Well, Lucid needs to really start ramping up the sales, increasing that demand in their electric vehicles, so that there's going to be more attractiveness around the company's performance when it comes to shareholders. And in terms of the share price, where it currently is right now at $7, I do think that the price is undervalued. Yes, we are looking back in hindsight here where there was the run-ups back in 2021. We see the price up to about $55. I'm not going to say if it will go up. I firmly believe that it's just a matter of when the price will start going back up for Lucid. And we know that EVs has been taking a hit, just with the 2022-2023 year range. But overall, I believe that Lucid will start picking up with its share price, and right now is a great buying opportunity. So I technically wouldn't worry so much when it comes to today's reduction in share price, right? Yes, day traders, short-term holders, long-term investors are worried about the numbers here, but I wouldn't sweat it. I would just continue. Let's say you have high conviction, dollar cost average down, and just take advantage once Lucid's price goes up. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the content I shared. I look forward to your comments and questions. Thanks for watching.